Hi everyone, I wanted to share with you my latest additions to my 2011 December daily. I finished the 14th and the 15th over the weekend. And first, to start with the 14th, that day what I did is I went over to South Coast Plaza and I walked around a little bit, and I love to look at all the decorations there, so I took some pictures of everything. And this one here is a huge tree that goes the 3 stories up. It's really, I think, hard to tell from this picture that it's so big, but it goes the 3 stories up in the mall. And if you stood down here, you still wouldn't be as tall as this part of the trunk area of the tree. So what I did with this is I took 3 pictures of it, and then I put it together in Photoshop to make one picture. And then this is a little village that they have there, and I just thought that was real pretty. It's pretty big, and it's like a snow village, so I took a picture of that. And then these are just the ornaments that hang down in the center area of the mall. Tony thought this was a window when he looked at the picture, somebody's store window, but it's actually huge ornaments that hang down in the center of the mall from the ceiling. And then later, I met Tony for dinner at Maggiano's, so I just have a picture of the outside of Maggiano's, and then we also got some of these little lemon cookies at the end of the meal, because they had sent me a gift certificate because it was my birthday in November to get free dessert at the end of the meal. And even though it's a month later, we decided to still use it. And it just happened to be my mom's birthday, which was real nice, so we could celebrate her birthday. Although she wasn't with us, but we were thinking about her. So that's what this picture is. And it's nice because I just took it with my iPhone and brightened it up a little bit in Photoshop, but it turned out good. It's a cute little picture. And then the embellishments that I put on it here, of course, I have a pre-made embellishment, which is this right here. It's a 3D embellishment on foam that comes from a Martha Stewart collection. She has a whole bunch of stars that come in a sheet here in some interesting colors. They're sort of like a pinky salmony color. It's supposed to be a red, I guess, but it's not a true Christmas red. And then the turquoise colors. And so that worked out really well with the background that I chose there with the turquoise. And what I did is I put it on a real paper background here. So I did a whole collage in my Photoshop and printed that out. And then I glued it onto some background paper. I also, before I had done that, I printed out my journaling along the bottom here. But I just felt like there's something needed to go up here, so I just was trying to figure out I was going to put some other kind of a saying or something like that. And then I found this little star, and because I didn't have the star on the tree, it just fit perfectly, and it happened to be the right color. So it sort of lifted the eye a little bit and put something here, but it didn't have to be too much. And over here is an embellishment that I cut out with my Silhouette Cameo. And I cut the 14 out 6 times, and I layered one on top of the other to give it sort of that 3-dimensional look. And I think you can see it from here, even though it's not completely in focus, but it gives you an idea. It raises off the page. So that's kind of nice. And then the interesting thing, this little girl here, I had it scanned in from the October Afternoon Holiday Style collection. And I had it on my, like I've told you before about how I keep track of all my embellishments. And I took that image and I recolored her hair blonde, because the original image was had brown hair, and you know, this is supposed to be me. Here, I'll show you the original sheet that it came on right here. This is the embellishment sticker sheet, and you see the girl there? She's got the brown hair, and she's a little bit bigger than what I have here. So what I did is I resized her in Photoshop, and I colored her hair lighter so that it would look more like it was me. Then I brought the image into my Silhouette Cameo software, and I made an outline all around all the details of the purses and everything like that. And I made cutting lines, and so I printed it and then I sent it to cut. And it did a perfect intricate cutting all around, which I could never probably have gotten that good on my own with my own scissors. So that was fun to do. And let's see, and then I printed some extra things here so that I could raise it up on some pop dots here, and her little hat, her scarf, and then I added a few little pearl buttons onto the front, and then a little 3D embellishment here. And so aside from the journaling, I guess that pretty much sums up day 14. And then coming over here to day 15, this is a solid background that I cut out again with the Cameo, the dots, all that come up to here, and then that's glued onto a basic gray background paper. I cut a circle out of some sheer fabric. That's what that is there. It's got some raised silver, they're gel-like dots on the fabric. And so I just liked that fabric, thought it was cute, and had bought it and thought it would go well with this. So I cut a circle out there. And then here I did my little bit of journaling right around the circle here, and I cut that out on the silhouette. So I had the silhouette, cut that out and cut the center out, and then I put another piece of paper in behind, and then I put some thickers for the date on there, chipboard thickers, and then I also used some silver thickers that come all kinds of interesting shapes here, all kinds of different things. There's another sheet too. They were real pretty. So I started to add those, and I just kept kind of going because I added some, and I didn't want to fill out every single dot. I thought it might be too busy, but I just, I layered a couple on here and here and here, and then I was done. And then I thought my image was done, and then I scanned it and thought that's it, and I started adding some pearls onto it. Then I added a pearl there and a pearl there, and then I thought I was done, and I wasn't. And I pulled out some other embellishments, and I got these 3 little snowflakes from Recollections just to fill that in. I thought, okay, that's great. But then I also decided to add a little chipboard sticker here of a Christmas tree. So I still thought I was done with that, and then the third step I wasn't done, and I added this chipboard sticker. And because this is the tree, this is also this day. I happened to have to go to my hairdresser that day, and he's located right around South Coast Plaza, so I wound up going back there, but I went to the other side, which is Crystal Court. And I just love to walk around, not so much for the shopping, but just to look at all the decorations and the big Christmas trees. So this is a really cool tree. Again, this one goes 3 stories up, and I'm looking up into the ceiling. And this is the top of the tree, and they've got a big lighted window up here, and they have a snowflake design that they put up that changes up on the ceiling. And then over here, that's sort of a straight-on shot of the Christmas tree. So I figured that's basically the pictures I had that day is of the tree, so I decided to add the tree here. And then I added lots of little embellishments here with the pearls onto the tree. So then I think I'd call it done. So that was about it. Not a lot of my computer work that I did here that I usually do. This is just a 2-picture collage that I printed out, and that's about it. Everything else is real physical elements that I used on it. So that was kind of fun, just playing, because it wasn't important and all about the pictures. It was just to play with some embellishments and that sort of thing. So that about sums up day 15, and I think I'll be working again on 16, 17 this week. I'm hoping even if I just get 2 done a week, I'll be close to getting finished into July, and I'll be all done with 2011. So thanks for stopping in.